I would like to start by thanking members of the press, family, friends, and supporters for joining me today to announce my candidacy for Toledo City Council District 1. This decision to run for City Council has come with great care and consideration and solidified with the support of family, friends, and residents in District 1. Toledo has a solid record of placing its fingerprints on the pages of American history, which includes progressive reforms of Sam Golden Rule Jones, labor unrest and the auto light strikes, and the Jeep production during World War II. Our backdrop today is the remaining smokestack from the Willys Overland facility, where tremendous toil and sweat from Toledoans supplied forces around the world with the Jeep and helped win the Second World War. This stack also signifies the 20th century manufacturing base that helped create the industrial might of Toledo. In the late 90s, Chrysler made the decision it could no longer work in this factory and began searching for a new place to do business. Chrysler could have picked anywhere in the world to build its 21st century factory, but their heart was in Toledo. General Motors has recently announced the development of a 21st century transmission and is committed to their production here in Toledo. 21st century technology through companies like Johnson Controls, First Solar, and Sunlight have not excluded Toledo as a home base. We have been here to greet the work of these companies with their drives and ambitions in the business world, but the world is growing more competitive each day, and so must we. We must continue to make Toledo accessible and profitable to business leaders, investors, and entrepreneurs. Residents of District 1 deserve a councilman that will meet with the business officials and ask them, what will it take for you to do business here? The residents of this city deserve local government that allows businesses to open up shop with minimal interference. This city must be made attractive to the business world, because with their investment comes jobs and increased spending in the city, and that equals growth for all. Recently, the Toledo Blade published a story concerning road repairs in the city and the likelihood that few streets would see these needed repairs. The article also posted a list of 10 streets in each district in most need for repair. Members of my campaign team and I visited and made contact with people that live on these streets. I will vouch for these residents and say that these roads are in dire need of repair, especially Evansdale, which to my estimation appeared to be a safety concern for emergency vehicles, or even Almeda, which I remember people talking about its condition over 5 years ago. Our focus should be covering our basic needs as addressed in the city charter. We must cover these services, which include fire, police, garbage, and road repairs. And as a councilman, I will use the charter as the basis of how council spends money. Using fiscal prudence will allow for our city to meet its responsibilities to maintain the city, including the roads. I will also meet with different members of the city's departments, from the managers to hourly workers, and ask them, what are ways that we can save money? Employee involvement is the key to the sustainability of an organization. My experience as the head of negotiations for the Teachers Association of Washington Local Schools and as a department chairman has allowed me opportunities to work in collaborative roles and be part of sound decisions. The bosses and employee units of the city must work to find acceptable and fair agreements, which at the end of the day focus on getting the job done for people. Our residents deserve the opportunity in this city to have their voices and concerns heard. The communication flow between city government and its people should be three things: quick, free, and a two-way street. I pledge to the residents to be a council member that will be active in the community and keep the two-way street of information and ideas open. People must feel that their concerns are not falling on deaf ears. The Toledo government must function under the principle that the city is here to serve its residents. I have had the great pleasure to help educate students about American history and government at Whitmer High School. I am very happy that I can live by the lessons that I teach, including democracy is not a spectator sport. To further our communities, it takes people with a vested interest in the area to stand up and serve. I'm willing to do just that. I have a vested interest in this district and in this city, and a devotion to help leave behind a city better than I was given. The residents of Toledo deserve sound leadership, and the future residents, including my own children, deserve a city with opportunity. Toledo will exist long after we here today are gone, but as sound custodians of the present, we can help ensure a healthy future filled with opportunities. Thank you for coming today, and I look forward to working with our residents.